WWE is about to make a huge mistake, and its name is Bill Goldberg. Goldberg is one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time. He had a run in WCW that is unparalleled, a rise that can never be seen again, so much so that we parody wrestlers like Ryback and Wardlow after the man. He is one of one, and there is no doubt about that. However, a 58-year-old Bill Goldberg potentially winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event would be a catastrophic decision for WWE, especially in its current state. Not only do you have Gunther coming off of what everyone pretty much agrees to be a pretty bad loss at WrestleMania to Jey Uso, but on top of that, you have him winning the title back only to lose to Goldberg. That does not inspire confidence in one of your stars for the future. Gunther has established himself both through his Intercontinental Championship and World Heavyweight Championship reign as one of the most elite acts that WWE has to offer. So having him lose to Goldberg would completely undercut all of the work that you have done as a company to build this guy up. On top of that, you have the idea of Bill Goldberg, again, 50 plus years old, reigning as the champion, and this coming off of the last title reign that Goldberg had being a complete failure. He beat The Fiend in Saudi Arabia in one of the worst squash matches we've ever seen, a decision that also made no sense and riled up your fan base to the point where people tuned out. Nobody wants this. However, it is looking more and more likely the closer we get to Saturday night's main event, potentially Goldberg's last run in Atlanta, Georgia, that WWE could make this decision. And while some fans may have fond memories of Goldberg from years past, this just isn't the same guy. He is not as fast. He is not as strong. He is a danger to people who you put him in the ring with. Think about the last couple of times we've seen Goldberg wrestle. Those jackhammers are legitimately career-threatening maneuvers at this point. He is dropping people basically on their heads, and it's a move that he just cannot pull off. On top of that, he's a detriment to himself. He has been hurt in several matches, which eventually even led to other wrestlers being hurt. He has missed spots. He is just not the same guy he was. And the aura of Bill Goldberg when he returned in 2017, albeit an awesome return and an awesome run there for those couple of months, the fact of the matter is, it just isn't the same. And all of this is happening at a time where WWE and confidence within WWE is waning. You have superstars complaining about decisions like the R-Truth decision to not renew his contract, and then the fan base backlashing against that same decision to the point where WWE was forced to bring R-Truth back. You have comment after comment from top WWE officials and stars about politics, which has alienated much of your fan base. You have so much controversy about this CM Punk Saudi Arabia deal that everyone is talking about everything else other than the wrestling. And for something like this, for a moment which could potentially be Bill Goldberg's last match, what you don't want is for people to be talking about how horrible of a booking decision this is, because this is coming off of the heels of a lackluster run for John Cena as a heel, a lackluster end to Cody Rhodes' title reign, to the final boss basically ruining wrestling, which is something that John Cena was going to do. It just is the worst possible time for WWE to give into this pop culture social media impulse that they seem to have when it comes to Bill Goldberg. The last couple of times we've seen Bill Goldberg, yes, he has been losing, and honestly, that is the correct decision, but whenever he's going for a title, there is a chance, there's always a chance that WWE knows if Goldberg goes over, social media is going to be talking about it. If Goldberg goes over, the dirt sheets are going to be talking about it. If Goldberg goes over, they reclaim the narrative. That is what WWE in 2025 is all about. They want the clicks. They want the talk. They want to control the narrative. That is the entire basis of how they run their company, because clicks right now translates to money, translates to interest, and for them, that is the main objective. And if that is your main objective, and you're a company that books more for social media than WWE ever has in their history, then Goldberg beating Gunther would be a no-brainer. However, it's not the decision WWE should make. If we are all being honest with ourselves, WWE can only make one decision, and it's the right one. A 5-minute, no-holds-barred, absolute cluster. Something that is reminiscent of the WrestleMania 33 classic that Golberg had with Brock. Something that doesn't overstay its welcome, something that gives you all of the hits, a spear, an attempted jackhammer, everything you could want, the barricade spot, does not matter. Give us the best of Bill Goldberg, and then have Gunther absolutely clobber him. That is the only way, if you are WWE, you should end this match. And that is because Gunther is the future. Goldberg is the past. And out of respect to Goldberg, it is more than worthy for him to have a showing that befits his stature, that befits his legend. But at the end of the day, we all know that it is time to let go of the past. WWE is in an era where they have amazing stars, talented roster that has absolutely cleared every single roster they've had in the past. And for them, it is time to finally let go of this philosophy of leaning on the older stars and lean in to the stars of the present. And at the end of the match, have Goldberg end the night in his hometown with his family, finally walking off in the distance as one of the most impactful and remembered wrestlers of his era. No one can ever take that away from him, and it is something that fans are going to remember forever. What fans don't want is a repeat of what has happened in the past with Goldberg being put over in situations that he is just fundamentally not a fit for. And it is something that I think Triple H understands, and I really do hope that he leans on in making this decision. However, at the end of the day, I guess we'll see.